Hello guys, this video has two 700 custom matches I played recently with the newly released Unicorn Gundam. As promised in my last video on it, I will go into a lot more detail on the suit and why it's so good here. I think it has proven itself just a little bit overpowered since you have time to see its impact on 700 cost. I will first go over its weapon choices. The primary weapon is the Beam Magnum with 3600 power, 0.8 second focus time, 5 ammo, 5 seconds cooldown, 350 meter range, and 14 seconds reload time. It also has a generous splash radius, so you can even aim at your feet with like a bazooka for an easy stun or you can hit multiple enemies at once. Its primary melee weapon is a beam saber with 2900 power, 2.5 seconds long cooldown, 0.77 seconds drop time, and normal melee modifiers. It is nothing special and has a standard Federation moveset that changes once NVD mode is activated. Its first sub-weapon are Vulcan with 150 power, 40 ammo, 6% stagger value, 200 meter range, 11 seconds reload, and 600 RPM. These have a huge DPS of 1500 for Vulcans and also stun in 1700 and 17 hits with fast rate of fire. These are great for breaking lunar armor, stunning, or just doing more range damage. Its second sub-weapon is a shrapnel bazooka with 230 times 11 damage, 15% times 11 stagger value, 5 ammo, 6 seconds cooldown, 15 seconds reload, 200 meter range. This functions similarly to the Stark Jagan shrapnel bazooka or the Digger shrapnel bazooka. It can be used to stun or break lunar armor at closer ranges. Its last sub-weapon in normal mode is a large shield with 10,000 HP. This is a hitbox that is larger than it actually appears, and so it's great at catching stuns and damage for you. Like the Beam Saber, it also changes once an NT deactivates. Once the NT deactivates, your melee ability gets really crazy. Your Beam Saber changes to dual sabers with 2800 power, 2 seconds cooldown, 0.77 seconds drop time, 10% combo mod, 160% downswing modifier. You also have a fast long-range 2-part downswing that is very easy to open upward. Neutral swing on it is also deceptively long-ranged. You also gain an extra melee weapon called the Beam Magnum. This has a huge 3500 power, 2 seconds cooldown, 0.33 seconds switching time, normal combo modifier with 150% downswing modifier. You can't really open this weapon against MS with dodge rolls because of the slow downswing speed, but it is excellent to follow up on the dual saber downswing move. Her shield also becomes larger in MTV mode and has an nitro turned on. Its HP stays the same, but it will block beam ranged weapons and make them use 10% less damage while reducing the stun effect. This means that even normally heavy stagger beams will not stagger you at all to hit this shield. Its base stats and skills are also very strong. It has 21k HP, 24 ballistic and beam resistance, 29 melee resistance, 50 shooting modifier, 9 melee modifier, 135 locking speed, 225 boosting speed, 75 thrust, and 70 burning speed. This seems relatively unimpressive so far, but ability and attack stats change drastically once NTD is activated. Once this is activated, you gain 5 walking speed, 10 boosting speed, 15 turning speed, minus 30 shooting modifier, and plus 30 melee modifier. This gives you insanely good mobility for how small the Unicorn is compared to other similarly speedy suits. The NTD skill is extremely powerful, and definitely the key to using Unicorn properly. You can activate it once your HP falls to 80% or below by pressing the touchpad button. It drains your HP by 100 per second and grants aforementioned stat increases as weapon changes. It also adds and buffs the skills of the Unicorn. It increases your leg buffer skills level to 2, emergency evasion to level 3, flight control to level 3, adds a shield eye field skill, adds maneuver armor level 1, and adds optimized cooling efficiency level 2. These skills are absolutely insane, especially the fact that they give you maneuver armor despite being such a relatively small suit. Though perhaps the most impactful feature of NTD is the Sakamo Jack. This comes into play when you initially activate NTD and causes a 200 meter range area of effect around yourself, which disables Sakamo weapon usage for every weapon on it for 30 seconds. This is extremely useful against MS such as New Gundam and Beam Magnum, as it disables the lock on DPS tools and Vira tools completely. It also disables incoms on MS such as Hammer. Once you've been in NTD mode for 45 seconds, you can then press the touchpad to activate Awakened mode. This restores 6000 HP, takes away 20 attack modifier, makes it take minus 20% less damage from all sources. I believe this is what tips Unicorn over the edge of being overpowered compared to the aforementioned Sakamo Jack. 20% damage reduction is absolutely insane, and practically gives you type advantage to cancers everything. It is especially really broken when you must repair MS HP to nearly full while in Awakened mode to take full advantage of this one. This bonus also stacks with a new educational computer custom part to give you 23% or 28% total damage reduction depending on the time left in game. With both this part and the cycle frame part, you could theoretically reach 26% or even 31% total damage reduction. I think your main strategy is Unicorn Gundam to be to activate NTD mode as early as possible, that way you can go on a melee rampage. To do this I would recommend playing more preserved capacity until you get checked on to 80% HP. This isn't to say that you can't play aggressively in normal mode, but your effectiveness in NTD can be severely hampered if you have to activate it at say 30% or 50% HP, instead of closer to 80% if you get caught in a melee combo. You can get fine damage out of your normal mode anyway, thanks to the 50 base unit modifier of your Unicorn Gundam. Overall, I cannot call Unicorn anything but extremely powerful. The fact that it can disable huge parts of Ursuit's toolkits with NTD means you can further increase the already existing gap of power between Unicorn and other stack combo with an MS at cost. The fact that it also becomes the bulkiest general in the game bar now in Awakened mode also means it's practically the best frontline option as well. It clearly isn't lacking in damage either, with its strong shooting options and ridiculously damaging NTD melee options. If you're still on the principal rolling for the Unicorn, I would sincerely suggest you roll for it assuming you get tokens. This video is also going to be my first attempt at commentary, so I might do more like this if the feedback's good. This is the end of the commentary in the video, so thanks for watching this far, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video.